What's going on, everyone? It is David Schlotthauer here with Severe Weather Live coverage on the channel just for a little bit here. Just to address some things, but also we have an enhanced risk of severe weather that is being issued from the Storm Prediction Center today. We'll be looking at that here shortly. But to start off, we do have a couple of storms that are developing across far northwestern Oklahoma into southwestern Kansas. We have a couple of storms here with considerable wind damage threat and also some hail as well. We have a storm over here, though, in northwestern Oklahoma that is posing a risk for 3-inch hail. So we got some really, really large hail with some of these storms. Giant hail and tornadoes will be the main threats today with these storms that initially develop. You can even see on the top left side of your screen, we do have a live camera out of Texas on that southern supercell down there that we will keep you all updated on as that storm moves over the camera. So if you guys are just tuning in, welcome. I'm David Schlotthauer here, your severe weather analysis and severe weather expert here when it comes to tracking severe weather here on the channel. But I want to welcome everybody. What's up, Mike? What's up, Cheesy Weather? What's up, Dawson? How are you? I do want to address some things. I do apologize for the outburst to you all this morning about leaving YouTube permanently, never coming back again. I am so sorry. I literally was not myself last night, and literally I didn't even realize that I even said that until I regretted it this morning when I woke up. Unfortunately, there has been more damage done to the channel, and I will do my best at literally making it better. That's what I'm going to work on doing. If I have to, I will pay you all $100. I will. So, Ashland, Eaglewood, Buffalo, northern Oklahoma there, northwestern Oklahoma, we have that tornado warning there with golf ball size hail that has been weakened, thank goodness. But we have just storms all over the place that are just popping up. That's the type of day that we're seeing, is storms are just going to blossom up in a broader area. Nothing organized, no squall line, no MCS futures at all, just going to be supercells for most of the day. There's not enough forcing for upscale growth into a significant line by any means. But this is in western Texas, where we do have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings here. These are elevated storm, within a well-mixed boundary layer. We have dew points there in the 60s and daytime temperatures right now in the mid-80s. So it's kind of muggy there as we speak with those severe thunderstorms that have initiated. We have this big storm right now, though, that is in place over Silverton. This is in northwestern-ish Texas. We have a supercell there. That's the image that you were looking at earlier of that supercell. Some good big-time hail with that. In fact, we are seeing quarter-size hail and some wind gusts here on the order of 60 miles an hour. So this is a pretty robust thunderstorm that has developed here in Silverton in Texas. What's up, Todd Toodaloo? How are you doing? I will. Do you guys prefer my longer videos or my shorter videos? Because it seems like my longer videos are performing better as far as watch time and retention score. So maybe me doing longer videos, again, maybe the way that you guys return and watch my content. Longer videos are much better. You're not rushing. All right. Also, if you guys have not voted, it's in the description. If you all have not voted yet for, let's see if I can bring it up here. For a proposed name change, I did want to bring that up here. This was not a scheduled, well, this was scheduled live stream, but I did not really want to go live, but I wanted to go live to address some things also. To do some severe weather. So if you haven't voted yet, please do so. We have 113 votes. So I do appreciate all of the votes that we have received so far. And right now, it is a tie between Next Gen Weather and Weather Watchdog. That's the rename. I'm going to rebrand the channel eventually. It's just a matter of when I will do that. It's not a set in stone deal at the moment. Oh, nice. Toodaloo. I am thinking about doing some weather lectures. That's what I got into thinking, like during the slow season, just create weather courses. And I would have my friend Ethan help me out with that. So we would pretty much collaborate on such a thing. Sin, it's a done deal right now. So at the moment, that's not on the list. And that's not going to be on the list. So whatever names you see on the questions here, or on the question, is what you have to choose by, okay? I would really appreciate if you all can please vote, though. And the more votes we get, the goal is 500 votes at least in the first round, and then executing that into the second round. But of course, only 6 people watching this live stream. Not a lot of people are tuning in to this. But yeah. So, yeah, we are going to watch severe weather closely. Ooh, we have a new tornado warning now in Fairbury. So, yeah, in Fairbury, in Jansen, in Harbine, that's where we have a new tornado warning. We actually have had 2 tornado warnings since the stream began. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay, good. We have 115 votes, so thank you. Thank you for voting. I would recommend voting for Next Gen Weather. That's kind of what I'm aiming for. A lot of people like that. So if you do vote for Next Gen Weather, you are more than likely very valuable. Some of you voted for Weather Watchdog. I don't know about that name. I don't know. How do you vote? So what you're going to do, you're going to click on the link. Let me actually get that link over here. Sorry, my Discord link is in the chat. It's pinned there, so this is the link to the poll. It's only one question. It should only take you like maybe 30 seconds or less. It's nothing. It's not like a YouTube channel survey that I'm asking here. But yeah, we do have a tornado warning in Jensen, Fairbury in Kansas, Plymouth in Kansas. Actually, not in Kansas, Nebraska. Sorry. In Nebraska and Plymouth. And if we click on the warning, this is what we get. Hazardous tornado, source radar did indicate rotation. So again, if you are in a mobile home, people, if you're in a mobile home, please take shelter in a more substantial shelter. and please protect your head from any flying debris. Yeah, you can die if any debris gets into the brain and basically whatever knocks a chunk out. All right, so make sure you are in your safe spot. We did already have one tornado report today. They're near Bellevue, northeast of Bellevue in Iowa, but only a weak tornado. Didn't look to be very strong. Looks to be a brief tornado, so nothing too substantial there. Nothing compared to with what we will be witnessing next week, though. Monday and Tuesday look really, really serious days. But Monday is going to be the big day out of anything. Fine, I'll take your word. So we had 4 tornado warnings. Maybe I miscounted. So 4 tornado warnings. I'm not really counting severe thunderstorm warnings today, because they're just all over the place, and keeping track of all of them is another issue. So, yeah. What's up, the Lucky Minute? How are you? And the reason why I'm upset, not really upset, but the reason why I'm disappointed why I don't have a lot of people watching my live streams is the interaction's low, you know? Like, I look at chat and I don't see any new people, you know, talking about weather, you know? The interaction with these live streams have really dropped, which may be the reasoning why YouTube's recommendation system is not pushing my live streams out anymore. You voted? Yay, you voted. Hopefully you were honest. Now we're up to 121 votes, so thank you. Looks like Next Gen Weather is in the lead again. Next Gen Weather. But I want to make sure I'm making the right decision if I do a name change. Toodaloo. Yeah, I don't know why that is. See, that's why I don't get about YouTube. It's probably because you don't watch me as often anymore, so maybe YouTube sees that pattern on why my videos are not being pushed, which explains why I'm not getting views, because people are not returning. You know, people watch me and then they don't come back again, which I need to know what I'm doing in my videos that is preventing that engagement, preventing you all from coming back and watching my videos repeatedly, you know? Because it is concerning. It is not normal for a channel this size to receive less than 1,000 views, you know? Because I'll show you really quick. Is that, which by the way, I'm not leaving YouTube, is this right? Now that's not out yet. Is this right here. I wanted to show you all really quickly on, because the person that is helping me with my channel is trying to figure out why I'm losing a lot of interest here in the first 30 seconds, right? Because this is why YouTube is not pushing my content out, is because this is dropping very quickly in the first 30 seconds. I mean, literally half my audience has tuned out of my video within the first 30 seconds, and it still drops. So maybe you can let me know what you want me to do to improve that. Can you explain the things on screen? So these polygons are warnings. So the red area or the red polygon means we have a tornado warning. The yellow polygons mean we have a severe thunderstorm warning. And then the marine blue, well, sky blue, we should say, is just a special weather statement letting us know that, yeah, there's a special weather statement on a severe thunderstorm warning. They should just say severe thunderstorm. Well, it shouldn't be a watch, but like a thunderstorm advisory or something. They should make a new like statement on that instead of, it's not special. It really isn't. With wind gusts up to 55 miles an hour and half-inch hail. So it is almost deemed a severe thunderstorm warning. It really is. One could even argue it is a severe thunderstorm warning. It's just not warned one, if that makes really good sense. Oh, nice. Toodaloo. Awesome. Oh, the words. Words of what? What are you trying to be? What are you trying to refer to? Christ in Ohio. Glad to see you back. Yeah, I know. I scared everyone, I'm sure, this morning that, oh, what? David's leaving? David's leaving YouTube completely? What is going on? What is going on? And I regret that. And I'm glad I did not follow through at deleting the channel. I was in the process of doing it until I got a message from someone this morning on Discord says, "Wait, what are you doing to the channel? Why are you deleting it?" And that's kind of what stopped me. So, oh, so a severe thunderstorm warning, considerable, destructive, and a normal one. So considerable means usually one of the following: 70 mile an hour winds or golf ball size hail or larger is what the tag means by considerable. If it's destructive, it's usually 80 mile an hour wind gusts with a severe thunderstorm warning, or softball or base, I think it's like softball size hail, something like that, is where it's deemed destructive. All right. And then a typical normal severe thunderstorm warning like this one right here is just for $50 size hail and 60 mile an hour wind gusts. So there are 3 levels of severe thunderstorm warnings, just like there are with tornado. Actually, there's 4 levels of tornado warnings. There's a radar indicated tornado. There's a radar confirmed tornado or a storm spotter confirmed tornado warning. And then there is the PDS tornado, a particularly dangerous situation. It's when we have a strong tornado that is on the ground causing a lot of damage. And then there's a tornado emergency, which means you have a violent tornado on the ground that is going to cause a lot of destruction. It's usually reserved for EF4 plus tornado intensities. Typically, not all the time, but most of the time, that's what we refer to. So 3 categories of severe thunderstorm warnings and 4 categories of tornado warnings. And right now, we're just seeing category 1 tornado warnings and category 2 and 1 severe thunderstorm warnings at the moment. And they're just basically spread about here, which makes this severe weather event a little tougher than usual, just keeping up on things at the moment. We do have a tornado report from a trained weather spotter in Nebraska. This is Jefferson County in Nebraska, 2 miles northeast of Fairbury in Nebraska. There has been a report of a tornado here today. And right now it's just radar indicated tornado at the moment. So it's not actually on the ground anymore, but it was briefly on the ground today. And that's out of Nebraska. Now let's go back and look at the storms in Oklahoma, because that's where we have the stronger storms at the given time. Moving into Freedom here in the next hour. These are not moving fast at all. These are only moving at about 5 miles an hour. So they are really, really moving slow. In fact, you could almost say they're pretty much stationary. Almost due stationary at the moment. What's up, Teresa? How are you doing? Whoa, we're at 141 responses. Yikes. Wow, this is good. Thank you. Thank you. Please vote. Please vote. Come on, let's get up to 500 votes. In this, because this is very important. I know it doesn't sound important to you, but it is important to me because it makes a difference between having my original YouTube channel name, which if you search up my name on YouTube, you know what comes up. You know what comes up, and I'm not going to explain it. But there's a lot of bad stuff that pops up when people search my name. That's kind of why I've been on the tilt of making a new YouTube channel. I've been like very close, but each time I try, I said I can't. I really can't, because I have a lot of followers on this channel. But if you guys promise me, once the name change does occur, you call me by my YouTube channel name and not my original name, all right? To not cause any confusion. And I'm going to figure out a new thumbnail style as well that will stick. Thank you. 142 responses. Thank you. Yeah, click the link. This is the link right here to vote. It only takes 30 seconds. 30 seconds. But again, no biased opinions. Please be honest. What would benefit? What channel name would benefit the most of the YouTube channel? And you have to kind of think about it too, like say it out loud. Well, yeah, say it out loud to yourself here that Next Gen Weather, Stellar Weather, Weather Nationwide, Weather Bowl, Weather Scoop, you know, something that comes off the tongue very easy, like Next Gen Weather. Seems very easy to it's not like Schlotthauer, like people will call me Sklothauer, Splothauer, Scathauer, like, because it's a German last name, and that's what I want to get rid of. I don't think the name change will happen in time for hurricane season, though. It's probably going to happen in the fall sometime. I'll have to see when I get those 500 votes, because what's going to end up happening is it's going to be 500 votes on the first round here. So this is the initial round that we have here. And what's going to end up happening is, and no alt account, well, yeah, I would highly recommend no alt accounts voting, because that just makes no purpose, by the way. So let's just say these three right here, or these four, take the lead. Well, actually, Weather Master is probably better than Weather Scoop. So I'd probably favor these four right here to be in the nominee. And then on the second round, those four names will be put into the second poll for a revote and a recount, and see what you guys still think. And then once that happens, it'll be then first to three. So there will be 3 rounds of voting, And the winner of that on the third round will be what ends up being the YouTube channel name. This is a long process, of course. It's not a rational decision. And then once that ends up happening, then I will move it forward to some of my friends here on Discord, maybe do a live stream on it to see what you guys think before the name actually gets changed. No, I'm not changing my name now, Tanya. It's not like you think it is. He should change it sooner than later. Again, I do not want to change it too soon. All right. I do not want to change it too soon for many reasons. Because, man, Next Gen Weather really is winning out the battle here. But it is very important that you all vote. It really is. It's only 30 seconds long. It doesn't take long at all. So we do have one tornado warning that's in effect right now for Jansen in Nebraska. Jansen, Nebraska. Weather Republic, you are not hidden on the channel at all. You are not hidden on the channel at the moment. I do not see you hidden at all. So make sure you refresh your... Make sure you refresh. We're, by the way, up to 161 responses. And so far, gosh, Next Gen Weather's winning the battle. Really, I'm very happy with that, because that's kind of the name that I was aiming for this whole time. And it actually... And actually it works, you know, like people like that name, so I do appreciate that. Not to ignore though, there are storms over here in Mount Enterprise, Garrison in Texas that... Why is this not even... There we go. We have a line of storms here that is moving toward Louisiana right now. That's a nice little Boeing future. Little MCV, yeah, like a little MCV that is moving through right now. And that has really kept temperatures down today in this area where it's been raining really well. We do have a pretty good storm, though, shaping up here in Silverton in Texas. There is a little bit of rotation on this. Actually, no, wait. There's actually... divergence, so that is not really anything particularly extreme. No rotation on that just yet. Has some really high echo tops, so 51,000 feet. So that is about to be a huge hail producer here once that updraft gets well established. As matters of fact, if we look at the three-dimensional scope of things, let's take a look at that. That is a intense storm. You can see it right here. Yeah, look at that hail core in that. Pretty big hail core is occurring with that, with an overshooting top here of about 50,000 feet. See what the maximum reflectivity on this storm in Silverton is, though, because that is... That's some pretty good hail in that storm right now. Yeah, that's going to be a storm that we're going to need to watch. Because that's in the highest risk here for large hail production, where that enhanced risk is actually located. Will those storms hold together? Those storms will hold together a little longer, yeah, because there is enough instability, but those storms are expected to fall apart with eastward extent once some stability increases. Man, we're already up to 170, almost 170 responses. Man, very good. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for voting if you haven't already. Again, it's the benefit for the channel and not really for me. I mean, I came up with all these names, and Next Gen Weather was like, wow, that's like a good name. It's like a really good name. And I looked it up in the SEO, and it really comes really well. And it's next gen, like next generation weather, so that would really fit really well. So far, it's got... Right now, it's got... Let's see... 21 more votes. Oh. Weather Watchdog is surprisingly taking the lead, though. Here's, 172 responses. Thank you. And I could even look at each individual response as well. I should have put your guys' YouTube, or asked for your guys' YouTube name for verification in that sense. I don't know why I didn't even do that, but hey, you got a little freebie. You got a little freebie. Oh my, 180 responses. Hopefully it's not having you do a duplicate when it comes to voting. Weather Nerd, hey David, can you go over the severe weather threat for Monday and Tuesday? Honestly, yeah, there's nothing really big going on today, so I will be more than happy to do that. Yeah, it is stellar. It is these three. These three that are really winning. Actually, I might just pick the top three already instead of the top four. So maybe the second round will involve that. 187 responses, so thank you. So I don't really want to spoil my video that I made this morning. There's really nothing new It's not that I don't want to do it. I don't want to say that I don't want to update you all, but really there has not been much change in the modeling as far as how the severe weather threat pans out for next week. There is a tornado watch out for Texas, though, so there is a concern for tornadoes in that area today. So let me go over here to see what we got, but I don't think there's really much change. I'll have another morning video out tomorrow, though, or I'll make, tomorrow. So that will be released at around 4 in the morning, by the way. So right now, there hasn't been much change. Oh, this is the GFS. Or is it not? Yeah, it is a GFS. It looks more like storms will initiate here overnight, and then more storms after that. So right now, not much has changed with the models. So not that I don't want to, but I will show you the Storm Prediction Center. I'll make a little compromise. So for Monday next week, there is this enhanced risk. Oops, if you guys can even see it here, let me go over to the Storm Prediction Center. Why is it not popping up? For some reason, it's not working on my end. So let's go over here and let's kind of window this. So at least it will pop up here. It's why I can't wait to get more computer monitors. That's expensive. That's very expensive when it comes to upgrading like that. So there is at 30% for northern Missouri. For central Iowa, southern Minnesota, I do see a tornado outbreak here. I wouldn't even be surprised within that triple point that we do get a moderate risk out of this, especially right in this area. Right in here is, I think, where we may get a small moderate for a 15% significant for tornadoes and very significant hail, possibly softball size hail. So don't be surprised if the moderate risk is driven both by hail and also for tornadoes for Monday's severe weather threat up here in northern portion of Iowa, as well as western Iowa, southern Minnesota, just because of how steep the lapse rates are going to be. And when we actually briefly look at those lapse rates, you can see right here, let's go and roll that forward. Oh, our 18Z is coming and we don't need that. Let's go forward. Geez, our lapse rates here are going to be quite steep tomorrow, around 8 degrees. Interesting. So this is Monday, and look at how steep the lapse rates are. I mean, 8 to 9 degrees Celsius across the warm sector. That is really steep. And then on Tuesday, lapse rates are not as steep. Definitely not as steep on Tuesday. Probably on the order of about 7 degrees Celsius per 1 kilometer, which is not very steep compared to 9 degrees. There's no way. How am I at 248 responses? Who is... Is someone using alt accounts to doing this? Is someone using alt accounts? Literally. I swear. There's no way someone... Man, my next gen weather is out of luck now. I think there's bots. I don't know why there's bots. It does not make sense. It's not bots? Okay. Stellar weather, though. Stellar weather sounds really good, though. It really does. Stellar weather really does sound well. Man, almost 300 responses, though. Only 200 more to even get there. So, yeah. Man, I don't know why stellar weather, though. I'm surprised you guys would pick that. I want to really make sure stellar weather, though, is well optimized, though, in the SEO. Oh, and we have a new tornado warning. Actually, the storm, oh, it's confirmed. So that actually did get confirmed. I thought it wouldn't. The one in Silverton in Briscoe County, thought that would not get confirmed. So we have 2 new warnings right now. We have a new radar indicated, and then it became radar confirmed. So that's what that is. And then we got a couple of new severe thunderstorm warnings. I'm estimating at least 5 we have gotten so far. Geez, almost 300. Almost 300. Come on. Get me up to next gen weather. I really am aiming for next gen weather. Really. Please, please, please. And this is crazy. This is crazy. 300 votes already, or responses. Come on. Get me up to next gen weather. Let's do it. Come on. I'm not a weather stellar person right here. What's up, Dark Steve? If you have not voted yet, there's a link. If you want to share this with your family and friends too, share the link out there and encourage them. Vote for next gen weather. But stellar weather, actually stellar weather would probably be a bit easier when it comes to pronouncing it. Like, what's up, everybody? It's stellar weather here. Instead of next gen weather, next gen, like next gen, I would have to say, because I tend to say next gen, like next gen. So actually, stellar weather would not be a bad name to go for. But just to verify things, I actually want to make sure really quickly that it is a keyword that is highly searched. Actually, stellar weather's not bad. Not bad at all. Next gen weather. Let's see. Actually, next stellar weather would actually rank a little higher in terms of keyword search. So not bad. Almost 400. Oh gosh, almost 400 responses. Oh man, it's a very close tie. Very close. Very, very close. Tie to this. Who's going to win? Who's going to win it? Minute to win it, right? Man, I might start a new poll already before this stream is actually over with. If we can get to 500 before then and already start round 2. Guys, really want me to change my name that quick? Geez, there's a 3-inch hail marker on the storm down here in Andrews, Texas. We'll look at that one here. But we do have a tornado warning here. Let's look at this one. It looked like there were multiple reports of a tornado that is on the ground here. And so rotation is not overly strong. We're seeing more of the like EF0, EF1 kind of day with these tornadoes. If we look at the structure here, it definitely has a look that it is a supercell. You can see flow coming in underneath this like that. We got good updraft, overshooting top, nice good anvil spreading out like this. So this is a really good healthy supercell that is located near Silverton, Texas at the moment. In Brickhoe County at the moment. Oh, it's radar indicated now, so it's not on the ground. And I kind of thought about that because there's no rotation. Do we have another tornado warning? Oh, no, we just have two. Never mind. We have a new tornado warning. Is that new? That is new. Okay, that is a good old new tornado warning. So let's go to that one. $460 responses. Man, it is very close between these two channels. Very close. Between Weather Watchdog, which I am not choosing. There's no way I'm going for that. It will be Stellar Weather or Next Gen Weather. It's going to be one of these two. But I will be doing the first to 3. Oh, it's almost a tie. It's almost a tie. Here we go. It's a tie. It's a tie. It's already a tie. Look at that. We're literally a tie. There it is. We're tied. We're tied on Stellar Weather and Next Gen Weather. Man, almost 500 responses. This is incredible. Look at that number. Oh, we're going to crack 500. 500? There you go. Let's go over 500. Let's go over 500, though. The more votes we get, the better it's going to be. Let's go. Hit that vote button right now. Slap it! Boom! Boom! Slap it like you mean it. Man, 200 votes between these two each. So we'll get back to that soon. Oh, wow. We have a TDS. Or maybe that is a hail core. Oh, no. That is a tornado on the ground. Oh, yeah. That's a tornado that is on the ground, actually. That's going to get confirmed again. This is near Freedom. This is pretty much in the middle of nowhere. And we do what appears to have a tornado on the ground. There is a TDS, a tornado debris signature. That's what TDS stands for, tornado debris signature. Okay, that's this little tornado-like icon right here. See what we're like an hourglass. Half of an hourglass, that is. That's the TDS that we have on screen at the moment. When we hover over it, it gives you all the information. And right now, there is a really tight couplet. Very tight couplet of rotation here in Oklahoma, northwestern Oklahoma. Reds are moving away, greens are moving toward the radar, and this is really, really tight rotation right now. It is more likely there is some kind of a tornado that is on the ground at the moment. If not, it is about to be with some big time hail. Oh yeah, look at the hail on this right now. We have 4-inch hail marker on this, so this is a big, ugly supercell right now with 50,000 foot echo tops. So that is a big, big, big hail producer right there. And you can even see the overshooting top here. That is a huge hail masterpiece. $600 votes? Holy smokes. 600 votes already. I'm not botting it. Man, I don't know how this is happening. But yeah, this is a big storm right here. Look at the inflow. Look at that sucker. Look at that intense updraft right there. So this is a very big supercell right here with a big hook echo. Look at that hook. It is moving awfully slow, though. It is a slow mover beast at the moment. And you can really see that hook, man. That is a really organized storm. There is your hook structure. Look at that. You can literally see it hooking in on itself. That is a intense, organized supercell at the moment. Wish we had live cameras on this, but this is out in the middle of nowhere, so we're not able to bring you all. Well, there's a live camera there in Truman. That's actually not in Truman, Arkansas. White is my name. Like that. Why is it up there? It looks like it's gonna form a donut. We might have a donut on this. Man, that's got to be on the ground, though. That has to be on the ground right now. Man, that is a very organized supercell by all means. You could even see the hook structure on that. That thing is a beast. If you guys are just tuning in, please subscribe. Please hit the like button and also share this. Man, almost up to 650 responses. Whoo! Man, stellar weather and next gen weather. It's showtime between these two names. All right, so I wonder if I could copy chart. And then I'm going to put this into okay, we're going to close. We're at 700. We're going to close down the votes. Okay, that is now confirmed again. I was not surprised by that. That is a confirmed tornado on the ground right now. Again, This is the same storm that has had a history of producing a tornado that is on the ground at the moment. 2 tornado confirms today, and that is really producing a lot of rotation. So there is a debris signature. They are confirming that there's a tornado on this. Looks like a little debris ball too on that. Definitely looks like, definitely is a big storm. That is a huge storm right there. Man, yeah, look at the updraft. You could see the updraft right underneath this thing. Look at the tube, that supercell structure. Look at, you can definitely see that rain core, that hail core in there. That updraft coming right through. That's where you're getting your hail. It's on the back side of the storm. Can we vote twice? No, Mindy. You cannot vote twice. You cannot vote twice. And if the next voting poll will have your legitimate names, and if I see any duplicates, that's going to be a problem. So, no duplicate voting allowed at all. Because that messes up the system. It really does. Okay, no duplicate voting at all. And I wonder if there's a setting in here. Maybe there is a setting. I need to copy the chart, actually. Once we do get to 700. 700, here we go. So then what I'm going to need to do is put 308 and then about 218 here. And then 117 there for Weather Watchdog. And then we're going to open up the next. We're going to open up the next poll. The best of 3. All right, that's how that's going to work. Okay, so I'm going to create a new poll on that. I'm going to let that one kind of... So we got a new tornado warning. Let's get to that. Sorry if I am really distracted, especially when there's 2 things happening at once. So it's going to be between those 3. And then what's the next one? Stellar weather. And then this time, I'm actually going to add another response. And it's going to be your YouTube channel name. Sorry that this is... All right, so that is going to be required for verification purposes. That way I know who is actually legitimate that is voting. And that is going to be... All right, so this is the new link. The new link. So we have 0 responses. This other one is not, it has been counted. We have 700 responses. The top 3 now, phase 2 is now in progress. Okay, we had a confirmed tornado. Broadcast media did report that tornado. And Weather Watchdog, oh my goodness. Crazy. Weather Watch, ooh, stellar weather. Again, I'm sorry to add that extra layer of protection, but I just need to make sure there is no bots or anything that is coming through. You could only vote once. Voting once, please. A dog? A dog. Nice. Nice YouTube channel name, I guess. Ooh. What? Next gen weather? Come on. Now it's stellar weather. Oh my goodness. ID Don Broyles. Weather Go. Nice. This doesn't need as much votes. It's all about consistency between each phase. So we're in phase 2. So if stellar weather wins, then that is a consistent signal, which I think it is. At this point, we'll see. We have 11 votes in already. Sorry if you guys have not voted yet. Phase 2. Phase 2. See, if my channel was a lot smaller, say if I had like 1,000 subscribers or something, it'd be a lot easier to change a YouTube channel name. I wouldn't be doing this voting because, of course, I have a very small audience. But me having 41,000, it's pretty big. Thank you, Bionica Hand. No, Bionica Hand, only once you could vote. It is literally in parentheses and it's bolded. Only once. If I catch any duplicate accounts, I don't know if I can go in there and I could actually delete the responses if I catch any duplicate accounts. Thank you, Weather Nerd, for voting. So a lot of you say stellar weather, so that is good at this point. Well, it's a teeny bit better in the SEO, so it's, not a big problem. It really isn't. Shouldn't be, at least. And this storm is right in the middle of nowhere, literally. And yet, there's a lot of hail on this storm. Right in the middle of nowhere. Is that back to radar indicated that tornado again? Man, it is going back and forth between radar indicated and not. Looks like it might have occluded. The hook is not as well defined in Camp Houston now is definitely in the crosshairs here of getting something. Oh, wow. 23 responses. And a lot of you do say stellar weather. So. Is that a new... Oh, that is not a new tornado warning. Let's actually go back to that tornado warning up there in Silverton, in Boise County, Texas. Did you're asking if I got your response? Let me check if it came in. Let's see if I got your response. TRG Tornado voted, thank you. Atlanta, Georgia. Eli Hughes. Hurricane Lee. A Dodge. Yep, you're right here. I got you already. You submitted it, so it's there. You're fine. Tanya, thank you for voting. Can I see if the people are voting numerous times? I don't. Let's see. Oh no, limit to 1 response. I don't want to require a sign-in though. Because then that will make it too challenging, so I don't want to really do that. So you can make a quiz on this. This is actually really cool. Maybe I'll have to do that one of these days. I'll have to quiz you all. Maybe that's what we can do on I would have to make one though and get it all set up and see what your guys' score is. See how smart some of you actually are. If your brains are really good. Most of you guys are really smart like me though. Oh, so that's your... Okay. I see. Man, 4 tornado warnings. Man, a living. These are all spread out too. These are not in the same area. So the storm up here has a tornado warning on it. A rather active tornado day. Are there any cameras in Camp Houston? Let's see. No, there is not. No. No, there is not, unfortunately. Ryan Hall, y'all. Right, it's hard to believe Ryan Hall, y'all. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. At this point, I think you guys are making up YouTube channel names. I know for a fact some of you are probably duplicating the voting. Which again is really confusing because I don't know. You know what? I'm actually going to put the verification thing on because I just don't feel... Sorry. Don't worry, I won't see your guys' email. Don't worry about that, okay? It's just for verification. And that limits the responses. So there's only one response. All right, I'm deleting that response. That was a threat. Thank you for that. So I don't. I recognize her. Yes. Can we see the board? There. Still letting you do duplicate voting? Well, I put in one response there, so if it asks for your email, then that means it's working. Boy, this storm over here has huge hail with it, though. Big time hail on this storm in Oklahoma. By the way, we just hit 50 members in the Discord server, so if you all are interested in joining that server, I'm glad to have you in there. I'm really glad. Wait, we have a destructive storm with baseball size hail. So it is baseball size hail or greater that we end up getting destructive tags on that. So good thing to know. Here's a Discord link, by the way, the Weather Force server. 36 votes right now. Still at 36. So that whole limit one response thing really worked. Boy, it is 61 degrees outside. It's a chilly day. We have another tornado warning. This thing cannot make up its own mind. It literally cannot make up its own mind. It goes literally between a radar indicated tornado and a tornado confirmed. It's literally the craziest thing. It's going back and forth, back and forth. Okay, that is absolutely uncalled for. What is it? Weather nerd. What is it? I did not see what you sent me on Discord. But anyways, I'm going to head off, you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Today was not a big tornado day. Just wanted to come on here and say I'm sorry about what I did this morning. And hopefully you guys forgive me what all happened. Oh, okay, Weather Nerd. Yeah, I approved you. I approved you already. So thank you all for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day. And I will see you back here again, hopefully soon, with more weather